Alright, how's it going, YouTube? Been a while since we've been on the bench. Figure I'll bring out an update of the new build. So, we decided to go with Apollo. So, I was learning it. That first day was the first day I got it, tested it, everything. And it did great. So, we'll go over the cars and the car, and then we'll get to the tickets at the end. So, what I was struggling with, as you can see, I was struggling with. I didn't even get a chance to paint the body. I just brought a clear body there and cut it out to fit it on the car. So when I first started testing this car, my biggest issue was the brake. If you watch the video, the first pass, it pulled a little to the left. The second pass, I went right down, and as soon as I hit the brake, I went to the side and went in the air. So that was my biggest issue of the day, so I had to work on it. And towards the end of the day, it started getting better. As I started to progress more and the faster I got, the less brake I needed, if that makes sense. But it was basically tuning the car. Pretty much that's what I was doing, was tuning the car all the way from suspension to throttle to braking. And braking was a major factor. That's pretty much the only time I crashed was in the breakdown, and it was just something to work on. But anyway, we got it going. We got everything right. So let's break it down, show y'all what I got going on, and then we'll go from there. Shout out to Marco. I had no spare parts for this car, and I broke a few times, and I was able to keep running because Marco lent me some parts there. So anyway, this is the build. I'm running a stock Castle motor, and this motor, I don't know if you guys can see that, has a bend in it. Like the end plate has a dent right here. And I said, you know what, let's run it. It did great, that I must say. So I did have an issue towards the end of the day. So when I got there, Benji had to resolder my ESC. So in the last crash I had with the Losi, the Bullet, it ripped all of the wires, the motor wires, out of the casing, just like you see it there. It ripped all of those wires out. So I was having an issue with me doing it. So Benji did it, and he got it to work no problem. This is the ESC I ran that whole day. I just put this ESC in there. So we got it to run the whole day. Now, I'm not sure if I pulled on the battery too hard and moved the lead or whatever the case may be, but my last run, when you seen the puff of smoke, the B bullet touched the positive, and it pretty much grounded out the ESC. Now I haven't salted it back up to see if it's good because it smells like it's done, but that's pretty much what happened. It wasn't from me sticking or anything. It was just from the poor ESC not coming how it was supposed to. So that was the only issue right there. Other than that, it was the ESC and braking. That was my biggest issues of the day, but I got everything worked out. Now, one thing I might do that I like the idea of, because I've seen it on other cars, is take these off and put individual floating body mounts on each corner. Right now, I'm going to work with this, but I'm going to end up changing it, probably before the next race. So this is how I'm set up right now. Shout out to Benji. As soon as I blew my ESC, I got this one from him. So I was able to race this weekend coming up, which is our cash days. So we're going to put up a good fight. Hopefully everything works out well. I did break one of my hubs, and it's damaged because I lost a screw, but I ordered that, so those parts should be in tomorrow. get that fitted. I'm gonna run through the car again, and everything should be right. I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it. It is a different platform from what I had. Now, what I was working with the other platform was Flex, so I couldn't do much. But this right here, it showed it did its thing, and hopefully we could get some more out of it and keep pushing it. I am gonna change the motor. Not sure what I want to go with. I do have another Castle. I think I might send it out just to get done up. Marco was telling me Pinky's a good one. I might send him my other motor, get that done up, probably for next season as a backup motor. See if I can order a motor plate for this, fix this motor, keep this motor actually for a backup and use that one that I'm gonna send out and get done. I don't have no problems with Castle, but motors, they do a great job. So give me 1 second. Yeah, all right, sorry about that. So I don't have no problems with Castle Motor. They've been doing this job pretty much ever since I've been drag racing. I've been using Castle motors, and they do their thing. Now the only thing I really think I need to change is to either put a R1 sleeve in there, because my last test session, this is supposedly maxes out at 75k RPMs. I was seeing around 73, 74, and I wasn't checking my logs every time, so I probably went over 75. So I think I should take this apart and make sure everything is good. If not, I use the other motor, but it was up there in numbers, and it held it down. So also I was using shout out to Cody. I'm also using a boom stick. I think this is the Pinky Tune battery. This battery was amazing. It definitely did its job. I got no complaints with that. So let me get the ticket, and we'll go from there. All right, these are the tickets. So I started off slow. Maybe my first pass was like a 2-1. Remember, I didn't spin. The car pulled left. I let off the first one, so I didn't really get a good number. But my first pass through, I ran a 2-1. Then we started working on it. We dropped to like a 198. Then we went to a 193. We went to a 180. I wasn't printing all of those receipt tickets because I already had those. Like, I already hit those numbers. So then we kept working. And after the 180, this was my first pass after that. 175 at 89. So once I hit that, I forgot what we did. I end up going back. I end up going to 178. So I didn't print that ticket. So we just kept tugging away. Then I hit a 172 at 90. So I said, okay, we're getting somewhere. And yeah, the next pass, after that, it was consistent. So the next pass, it went 168 at 91. At this point in time, I don't think I'm touching the ESC no more. I'm all in the remote. So I pretty much was playing with like EPA. And then I went 164. The mile an hour was off. So I know I was around here, 91. I think I even hit 92 on a run. But 164, I don't know what the mile an hour was, but I'm sure I was up there. And then my next pass after this is when the ESC blown. And I was trying to pretty much go for 1.5s. Well, I was hoping that's what I was going for anyway. And that's when the puff of smoke came out and pretty much ended the day for me. But it was a good first test session out with this car, as you can see. Now, I've struggled to get into the 1.8s. I mean 1.8s. So my fastest pass was a 1.80 with the Losi. I'm not sure. I think I've hit a 1.7, but if I don't got the ticket, I don't want to talk about it. So for this to be going what it's doing now was great. And I appreciate the help. I had help as well. Marco was showing me certain ways to do certain things in the R1. But it was a good learning experience to now progress, because I'm sure he won't always be there to help or whatever. So we'll keep pushing and learning more. But first day back out with a new build and going these numbers, I'm impressed. So I definitely want to see what's to come with this. Yeah, it's a great build and I'm liking it. I don't have no complaints. So it's set up nice. Now I ordered a few things. You know, I can't just buy everything at once. I might as well buy another car if that was the case. But I bought a few things just in case. You know, I heard certain things when you crash, fly off, and you're going to need spares. So I end up getting a few things for the weekend. Hopefully I don't need them, but we will see. But yeah, I seen the 2024 Apollo. Yeah, I seen that. I seen it pretty much as, I don't know if it's the same car, you know. It looked a little thinner up here, and it has a little adjustments in the front. But it also came with a front bumper, and I lost that. I don't know when I lost it, but I ended up losing it somewhere down the line. But yeah, we're back. Hopefully we can keep pushing. I am liking this car, so I'm thinking about getting a 2024. That way I'm ahead of the season. I'm late in the season right now, so I'm pretty much catching up, but we will see what happens this weekend. So you guys stay tuned for this weekend's event. It's supposed to be a good one. Hopefully Staten Island can make it out. Jersey, a few of the good fellas up down south from us can make it out. So CT, looking forward to seeing them. You know, the Mass crew, you know. But yeah, we're going to have a good time this weekend. So y'all stay tuned, and hope y'all enjoy.